Hello, lovely people. It's great to have you here. All the work is done. Relax and let's jump in to a little bit of Laysara Summit Kingdom. So I played through the tutorial on this game, which I did actually record, but it's a tutorial. So I felt it was a little bit boring, to be honest, and hopefully I can remember most of it and explain it through. Other than that, I have not played this game or know that much about this game. So bear with me if any mistakes are made. But we're going to jump into Demon's Rest. Ominous name, it feels slightly for a start, but seemingly it's good for a start. Very limited space with not much fertile ground. For farming requires careful planning. Again, doesn't sound like great for a start, but hey, let's see what it's talking about. So, we've got vegetation zones, balanced, resource deposits, we've got some copper, we've got some rock crystals, so we know, I'll catch you up on them, but we know from the tutorials that we can mine these. Available to import, salt, ornaments, and perfumes. Available to export, utensils, fish, and smoked meats. Gotta smoke some meats. River some. Avalanches standard, which all of this means not very much to me at the moment, but let's jump in. Okay. So this, I guess, is difficulty level, right? So a really forgiving experience for players who aren't familiar with city building games. Well, that's not really us. Maybe that's hubris. The balanced experience requiring some thinking, but isn't too taxing. Professional, challenging, and difficult, requiring a good understanding of game mechanics and use of effective solutions. Veteran, efficiency, and optimization are your favourite words. No margin for error. So, we're going to be going for the Adept, I think. Let's see how this goes. And here it is, a mountain where we can work towards raising a summit temple. Huh? What is that shape? It looks like the footprint of a giant animal. Paw print. Maybe there were some enormous ancient creatures living here. Could you imagine? Maybe they were as huge as the mountains themselves and people were settling upon them. And what else? They gathered resources from these creatures' backs while they just wandered around. One thing is certain, we'll have to unravel the mystery of this place. Okay, so these are all buildable zones, I believe, as are these, going down here. Okay, and then effectively, the aim of the game, I haven't done this yet, but is you eventually get to the very top and you can build your summit temple. But we will start where it spatters out, which feels like here. So, current objective, provide 40 lowlanders with Tasampa. Who knows if I'm saying that right? That's effectively flour, is what that is. We've got our total revenue here. We've got our lowlanders, obviously we've got no people. Yaks, they're kind of important in our production change. And we've also got research levels, which come from the monks here. But we will get to that in all good time. So let's start off with our lowlanders. So we have a bridge here, so this is where it starts. Do we have bridges on any of the others? No. Okay, so you have to start on this one. Sorry for moving around so much. So let's start off then with food market. So your food market is, as it says, a food market. So all your lowlanders need to kind of have access to this the best place possible to get a daily dose of gossip and refreshment as well as food. So this will go centrally in our community. So let's bang this in there. Obviously, when you place it here, it's going to give us no road connection to mountain entry point, which is this. So let's get a road in. Let's do that. Then let's have So I believe they're 4 square for lowlanders. Oh, Apollo. Yes, 4 square. So let's get them in here. Let's leave that because we can use that. Oh, actually, I've already done this wrong. Good start. So if we leave them like this, these will have access, but if we add more homes along here, they need a road as well, effectively. So what we could do is move these back a notch. Then that allows us to put a road through here. And we can connect it up. And then we can put them along here. So each home at this first level gives us 4. So we effectively need 10 homes. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. Let's just spam them in a bit. So we have got them. Oh yeah, provide 40. Okay, yeah, we were working to that. So we have our food market here, but then if we click into this sub-menu, we now have egg production, Tasampa production, cheese production. Haven't got into that before. So let's get some eggs going. Where do we want eggs? Let's maybe put them along here. So if we give them a little road, then if we click on the eggs, oh god. Is there a penalty to destroying? Good start, solid start here. We've already built the wrong building. Let's assume, oh, and that has no road connection, does it? Let's see. Destroy building. Did we get any money back? I don't think we did. Okay. Well, egg production, chicken farm. There we go. So let's get 2 in. Then we can send those eggs over to the food market. So now we're going to food market. So we are creating 8 eggs. We are consuming 4.8. And if we go in here, we can see that there's a 4 upkeep and it employs 3. So effectively total 6 people in our chicken farmers, as we can now see here. So we've got 16 workers, because I believe 10 work here. Yeah. So we've got 10 working in the actual food market, but we've also got 32 unemployed, which we don't want because we want nice tight optimization chains. So to keep going now, we can add some enlightenment. So we want a praying place, which is a combination of words which always slightly trip me up. So we could do one. We could do one there. We could. Is that an awful idea? Because that's probably where we want the street to go. Let's offset them. There we go. And then we can run the road down. An avalanche already. So this we will get onto eventually. Snow cap. Luckily, where we are currently building, there are no snow caps. So we're okay for now. So what do we need to keep building? If we go into our little lowlander hut, we can see that they now have eggs satisfied. They need a praying place. That's satisfied. They need another source of food, effectively. I'm not sure what that is. Okay. Anyway. So we now can work on the Tasampa production. So for here, in this kind of production tree, you have a barley field. The terrace structure allows for an operation angle of our growth. Wait, that made no sense. Am I blind? The terrace structure allows for an optimal angle. Wow, who thought that would have been so hard? So you can also see down there, there's kind of different levels of fertility in production zones. So we're currently in green, so great for growing. And then these barley fields feed into the mill, which actually creates the flour. And as you can see in there, There are 2 yaks required, so we can kind of get into that as well. But let's start off with some fields. We could go up there. Maybe do a little strip. So if we do 2, then let's do that. So then we can run a road straight down here. Bit of a not great optimization, but let's see. So now we need to link our fields into our mill, and then we can link our mill to our pool. Okay, it's out of range, but hopefully if we fill in these roads, there we go. So now if we click on our food, so we're producing 6 and we're consuming 2.4, the consumption's obviously gone down because it's now being divided across 2 food sources as well. So now we can see that our lowlanders can now be upgraded because these 3 upgrade, the progress to upgrade has been fulfilled. Upgrade requirements met. Upgraded house will accommodate more citizens, but consumption of food and other goods will raise, as well as. So instead of 4 people now living there, we now have 10 people living there. And I haven't actually done this yet, but I'm guessing there's another. Yeah, so there is another level, and then it goes to 18. But you need to fill these, so it needs another type of food. Oh, 2 types more of food. Needs another level of prosperity. Who knows? Who knows? We will get into it, I'm sure. So we've achieved our kind of first base objective. Have 10 lowlander huts at level 10. Well, we can probably do that. So I don't think there's a cost to it. So let's get upgrade happy. Population is booming. All right. Nothing unexpected has happened. This looks like an ordinary mountain to me. Nonsense! You're blind to the true meaning of the signs clearly given to us by the spirits. Alright, have it your way. But it doesn't change the fact that we need to develop our town further. We should use these copper deposits. Our folks would appreciate some utensils. So you can set a production tree of mining copper, producing copper utensils from the copper. That doesn't sound terrible, but what about all this snow? Won't it bury us in a few moments? Relax. We're not at risk of an avalanche just yet. And if we are, we just use some foresters to deal with the issue. So I think that was effectively. Oh yeah, we need these, don't we? So I think that was basically foreshadowing, kind of telling us what to go and hit for next. But there's effectively copper deposits up here. Oh, there's a rock crystal deposit. There is an avalanche down here, which you can offset by using foresters. So effectively you make a tree bank to create protection for the avalanche when they hit, and then you protect everything underneath it. Or else, like we saw before, this will fall and it will rip straight, I assume straight down. So as long as you don't build anything here, it's fine. But I suppose we will see. So now we've had our huge population boom. We've now got 91 people, even though, oh no, we've now got 120. We've got 91 completely unemployed people. But we still have an egg production of 8. Flour production is right on the level of 6 and 6. So everyone, I believe, is happy at this level. We just now need to give them a reason for being around. So what is cheese production? So Yak Shack. Cozy places for yaks where they can focus on growing lustrous fur and meditation. So requires some lowlanders, we got loads, requires yaks obviously, has an upkeep cost and a construction cost. and ideally you want to put it on green levels. Produces milk and wool. The smell isn't great, but it tastes delicious. So then you can take that milk and you can put it into a cheese maker as well. So, but we need yaks first here, I believe. Yes. So if we go over to the residential tab, and then we go to yak pasture. So we could do that maybe over here. If we were going to add another one of these there, how big's that? Just so we know. So, so it's 4. We could do that. So then if we maybe put the yak pasture there, I guess it doesn't really matter though, does it? We could have some yaks in the middle. It's very bucolic. So let's do that. So now this gives us a yak workforce of 5, so we've now got 3 spare. So would that actually allow us to do... Oh, it requires 4. We could do that, but there's no immediate need to do it. So I slightly think that it's fine. How many monks are needed to figure out? There is also a far distribution treasury donation spots. So you effectively build these to gain income from residential properties. The spread on it seems pretty massive though, so that's good. I don't think that's super critical right now. Let's see. Features a hatch underneath, so there is low risk of breaking anything. Generates money based on the number of citizens living within range. Okay, so this actually, as we have this big population, and they're all very happy, and they're all eating lots of flour, and they're eating a load of eggs. I suppose they could give us a few coppers for our troubles. So, let's bang that in. Resource production. Okay, let's then go and focus on the kind of next section. So this is we want to get this copper mine kind of going. So you click on it, build copper mine. But to do that, we need to access this tier. So we do that by building a shaft. So we could connect in... Does it matter where? It's not really. Okay, that links up quite well. We can build a shaft there. So we now have access to this new level. So we can now go in here, build the mine. Yeah, I think we just have to do it so it connects to one of these tiles. There we go. So that's our... the mine is happening. We can now connect into here and go all the way up here. So that again gives us a connection when we connect this up again. So now what do we do with this copper mine? So for this we then go to... so we need a commodity we need a commodity supplier. No best place to get some high quality goods. Literally, there is no other place. So this is the one-stop shop for commodities. What we will need is, obviously, so it requires 10 artisan workforces. That's a key aspect. But to do this kind of, this copper utensils as well, we will need to do... Here we go. So we've got our copper mine, we've done that. We need copper smiths. So we build our copper smiths in here. I guess makes sense. Could tuck it in. Let's tuck it. That looks neat. Let's do that. Oh. Okay, so our money balance has turned negative. That's the first time I've done that. I was just spamming money, wasn't I? So total revenue is... So yeah, we're in a balance of -5. And primarily our upkeep is... Oh, okay, so I think we can balance this. This is fine. So all we need to do is we need to get our artisans in. So these are the people that are going to work in this district effectively. So each one has a population of 4. We know that we're going to need 10 here. We're going to need 7 here. So 17. So we're going to need 4, 8, 12. Doing the math in my head. 16. 20. Overshoot a little bit. They're obviously not in any range of food market. What you could do here, I'll just pause quickly. So, from my understanding, you can use distribution. So these are carrier posts. The unofficial motto of the workplace is that you can carry it. Oh, can you? No. So you could get the cart post, sends resources to multiple target buildings over long distances. However, we don't have that unlocked because we haven't got the monks yet. So, maybe I'm making a huge... I mean, I'm not an expert at this. Why am I pretending like I could be? It's our first run. Let's see how it goes. So, we've now got a food market again. But there's no food going into this, is there? So, you would now need... So, we now need to get food in. So do we then just replicate what we've done here? But then why have we got all this housing down here? Because they're not employed to do anything. Well, yeah, you know, we've got 67 unemployed people here. And we need them potentially up here. Oh dear. Oh dear. The tutorial, I don't think I did that. I think you built fairly independent communities. But how? Yeah, they don't have anything. So they are miserable. Okay, well, hey, let's see how this goes. We could be making a catastrophic mistake here, but let's see. So let's do our egg production here. The money's going to get worse. Oh no, the money's good. Oh, because we've now got the artisans actually paying for a bit. So here we're on this kind of like yellowy turf, so it's less productive. But that is fine. We kind of know that. And then we do that. So now we can connect them all. Oh, let's do that. That's neat. And we like neat things. So these need to go in here. That needs to go in. Oh, God. Right, okay. Build a new road down here. Now you can go there. And this needs to go into the food market. This needs to go into the food market. This needs to go into the food market. You are now happy. Oh. Okay, you now... Oh, there's no demand for this reason. Oh, God. Okay, let's pause this and... let's have a think. Okay, we're back. So, we've dropped in the commodity supplier in here. Let's focus on... yeah, we know that. So, now we're going to connect the coppersmith in. So, we've now got this production tree kind of going. They're now producing... yeah, we've got utensils, which now makes them happy. So they've got a bit of Tasampa. Turns out they have no desire for eggs. When I think if we come down here, our happy unemployed people have... no, they don't. So they want cheese. But they obviously do because their eggs are here and they seem fine. But basically, so I think what is happening, God, is done that. They're happy with that. They've now got their utensils. They don't have a praying place. We can fix that. So let's. There you go. So now you've got a praying place. So you now want cheese if we were to push you to the next level. Or I suppose potentially there's other things we could do, but I don't know which one is maybe the easiest. So we've now got 20 artisans with utensils. We're in negative money. I mean, probably because we don't need these, do we? So if we cancel these, if we disable, then that makes the money a bit better. So that's good. This is all fine. So that works. I don't know if we need this here. That's the only thing that's slightly confusing me. You know, do people... No, I guess they can't. Okay. Well, let's see how this goes. So, we've got a desire for 50 artisans, all with utensils. So, if we do that, that's another 20. So that takes us to 40. And now we need to go for 4, 8, 12. Oh, that should be enough. Okay. Then we put in the road. They're all connected. Everything's... You won't believe what happened. Last night, the spirit sent a vision to me. I saw myself looking through Earth and drop into the nature of the universe itself. Are you sure you didn't just eat too much before bed? Yes, but so what? Never mind. Now it's perfectly clear to me what we have to do. We'll build an academy on the highest region of this mountain. From there, with my brothers and sisters, we'll observe and contemplate the mysterious footprint. They provide 40 monks living on high zone with access to scholarship. I'm not sure what to do. Do we get rid of these? Or do we just add? So this can seemingly take more. So it's receiving 8 out of 24 and is then producing 4 out of 12. Right, so it's a 2-to-1 ratio. So that would mean we can add 4 more, I think. Hey, dyslexic mind, not always the best. But quick, on the fly, video game maths. We could add 1. Would that take us to the desired number? We're now producing 6. There you go, okay. So that takes us into a good realm. Everyone's still fairly happy. Well, they're not, because they need a praying place. Okay. There we go. Now they're ecstatic. They can pray their little hearts out. Okay. So we've done this. Decorative tree, flower pot, spring, topiary, inn, yak races. Is it worth setting up this? Because we have ad hoc work 8. You don't have enough workers in the city, so additional yaks will be contracted, which is super expensive. Okay, so really we need more yaks. So this uses 4, this uses 4. So our yak demand is from up here, really, which is fine. So we could put a yak there. That'll give us 4 on this level. Yeah. And now we need to get a bit more creative where we put the next one. That could go down here. That's all connected up. So there we go. Now we're at the right number once again. So that's good. So that's probably helping our balance because we're now not. We don't need it. We have 156 uncollected donations. That's from all these guys. So if we build one of these, which only has an upkeep of 43, so the balance, it obviously works out. Let's try and be a bit symmetrical, I suppose. Or not. Okay, let's just go on this side then. So we're now getting our donations, which is good. Okay, so our copper production is now going a bit better. We can build this up, obviously, even more. Though, do we need to? No, because we're producing 4 out of 4, and we're only sending 1 here. And then we're producing 5. So what is our utensil demand? So we're producing 5, it's only 32. But we also have 9 unemployed artisans. How we could fix that is with the distribution. So you can use a carrier post which uses 5 lowlanders, who I assume would travel here. Yes. You can use this then to split resources effectively. So then you would send the copper into the distribution, into the carrier post, and then the carrier post could send it to all the different copper, utensil copper production, effectively. So they're all happy. These eggs was an anomaly. We're having a very large population surplus, but that's so. So workers can travel wherever they want. Produce can't. And by that I mean if we built something that required lowlanders up here, they would travel to go work there. However, the cheese, for example, if we built the cheese production down here, we couldn't move the cheese to go up. So then I suppose the question is, what is the benefit of doing so? However, maybe that changes. So this is the highest level, remember, with the avalanche up here, which will come down here, where we can build the monks. So maybe it's worth doing that, I suppose. Only one way to find out. So I guess we would have to build a shaft coming up here, which would, go from here to up here. Then we would need to build monk dormitories in here. Then we would need to build them an academy. Yeah, they'll need a bit of that as well. But they'll need the academy, increases research level by 1 and provides scholarship 2 houses in range. Yeah. And this requires 48 monks. So I guess you may as well do 48, not 40. Okay. And then the monks will obviously need specific requirements. Can we see what that is without building one? Okay, well that seems like a plan, and we are going to do that in the next episode, as I'm aware that this is probably about 30 minutes long already. So, hopefully you've enjoyed this rambling. I'm trying to figure this out as well with you, but let's see if there's a little bit of fun somewhere we can find in between. So, come back for the next one, and let's see if we can figure out how to get some monks in and what the hell their purpose is. I guess you probably shouldn't use the word hell when talking about a monk, but anyway, we will see you then. See ya. Bye for now.